Let's find out what guys are really thinking and what we should let you know. This could get a little adult.
It could. So maybe if there's kids in the room, send them off to play Lego somewhere.
Yeah.
We have some stuff to talk about. Sometimes sex is a little bit difficult to talk about, especially with your own partner. Well, Women's Health magazine decided to do that difficult task for us and surveyed over 600 men who told them exactly what drives them wild in bed.
I'm excited. Relationships editor Faye Brennan is here to give us the inside scoop on what they learned. Welcome.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Great to be here.
I know, it's very exciting.
Was it difficult to get men to open up and talk about their preferences sexually and intimacy-wise?
You think it would be, but actually it was surprisingly easy. And some of the things they confessed were like really shocking, even for me, and I cover this stuff all the time.
What was the most shocking?
I would have to say some of the confessions about in the bedroom. So some guys admitted that foreplay is sometimes more important than the actual main event of sex, which, you know, you wouldn't really expect that. So
I think that's totally true.
You do?
No, I think that's totally true.
Okay.
I think, by the way, in general, and maybe I'm in the minority here, but I think guys crave intimacy, not just sex, but intimacy a lot more than we're given credit for.
Right.
I think there's that image of men just wanting to get to the deed, and I don't think that's necessarily the case.
Right.
Okay, what about marriage? What did they talk about in marriage? Sex in the bedroom.
So this was kind of a doozy because one guy actually admitted that he was actually reconsidering his marriage because of the lack of sex that they were having. So it's kind of alarming as a woman to hear that. And so the takeaway is kind of, you know, how important intimacy is in a relationship, whether you've been married for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Like, you have to keep it spicy. It takes some effort, but it helps in the long run.
Right.
For most men, what does keeping it spicy mean? Did you ask that question, or what did you find out?
And actually 93% of guys want you to be more open to trying new positions. So whether it's like once a month, you look online, you look in a book, you find something that you want to experiment with. It's the idea of keeping it fresh and like not assuming the position that you do all the time.
You have to tell your wife to watch this episode.
Well,
I should have talked so low.
I'm not
anyway.
going to touch that one, but okay.
Okay, don't touch that one. All right, let's talk about, you talk about the number of partners.
Yes, okay, so you know there's been a movie about this. It's such a hot topic of debate. Do you ever reveal your number? And what we found is that some guys actually say that they will judge you when you reveal it. So it's kind of like, that to me, I feel like it's a no-go. Like, just stay away from it as much as possible. Don't bring it up because it makes you jealous to think about who's been there before you. And overall, like, unless it's about STDs, then you should have that conversation. But otherwise, leave it alone.
Listen, I think a guy that is made insecure by the sexual history of their partner is a guy you don't want to be around anyway.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, ladies, you don't need that. If a guy is not secure enough, certainly he's not gonna think badly of himself if he's had a lot of sexual partners. It's a double standard. Stay away from it.
But didn't you find insecurity with men? There's some insecurity, right?
Yes.
Lots.
There is, overwhelming amount said that they suffer from some sort of performance anxiety because they have this overwhelming pressure to, you know, rock your world in bed, and sometimes that's unrealistic. And then actually 44% of our responders said that they're worried about finishing too soon. So, you know, knowing that, you know, they're sensitive too. So we have to realize that and kind of pump them up in the moment, remind them that you're having a great time, what feels good, and then just remind them that it's not a race, you know. It's part of the experience, and that's what is going to bring you guys closer together.
All right, we're going to take a break, but we're not done.
No.
We are not done. Up next, guys' biggest turn-on.
I can't wait to find out. This is good.